Lesson 1. What's your name? Well, my name is Shadi. And what's your name? Now, I want you to listen to a conversation between two people speaking. What you are going to do is that you will listen and write the names. Now let's listen to these conversations. Hello, I'm Jack. What's your name? Hello, my name is Meryl. Nice to meet you, Meryl. You too. Another conversation. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tim. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. And you? I'm okay. Thanks. Now, check the names you've written. Now you can listen one more time to the conversations. Let's do that one more time. Hello, I'm Jack. What's your name? Hello, my name is Meryl. Nice to meet you, Meryl. You too. The second conversation. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tim. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. And you? I'm okay, thanks. Now, what's your name? My name is. What's your name? My name is. Now, we need to do an exercise based on that. Let's have a look together. As you see, we have 6 sentences here. I want you to complete these sentences with 4 choices. I, my, you, and your. Now you can pause the screen and answer the questions. We will have time together to check. Now let's answer this together. As you see in number 1, I'm Stefan. Number 2, I am fine, thanks. Number 3, my name is Emil. Number 4, how are you? Number 5, nice to meet you. Number 6, what's your name? Let's come to the grammar rule. I, my, you, and your. What is the difference? I, my. What is the difference between I and my? After I, we need a verb. After my, we need a noun. You and your. After you, you need a verb. After your, you need a noun. That is an important difference. Now, another part and another conversation, which is about introducing people. In normal life, we need to introduce our friends. We need to introduce people to other people. Now, let's have a look at these 2 conversations. David, this is Polly. Hello, Polly. Nice to meet you. You too. Conversation 2. Goodbye, Mickey. Bye, Lucy. See you soon. Yeah, see you. Now, one more time. David, this is Polly. Hello, Polly. Nice to meet you. You too. Conversation 2. Goodbye, Mickey. Bye, Lucy. See you soon. Yes, see you. So, if you want to introduce your friend, this is Jack. This is Sally, my friend. This is Muhammad, my doctor. This is John, my cousin. And this is how it goes. This is Ali. This is Sally. This is Janet. Now, I guess we came to the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in another episode. That was Shadi Abu Yusuf. Bye-bye for now. Now, let's come to numbers. And we are going to talk about numbers from 1 to 12. what I want you to do is listen carefully and repeat silently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now one more time. Let's start from 0 now. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, numbers are important in everyday conversation. Why? People ask us about our mobile phone numbers, right? Your mobile phone number. So, what is your mobile phone number? That is a question that you need to use numbers. Now, let's move to an exercise. I am going to read a mobile phone number and you are going to write it down. I say the number, you write it down. So listen carefully to the conversation. What's your mobile number? It's 079 326 55768. What's your home number? It's 020 76 33 3579. Now you can listen one more time and write the numbers carefully. Now as you see, here are the answers, okay? And you can check what you've done. Now, another part. As long as we start a conversation, then we need to end it. How do we end a conversation? That's what we do. We say bye-bye. Now, let's listen to the coming conversation and see how people end the conversations when they talk. We'll do that simply. Let's have a look. Goodbye, John. Hey, bye, Janet. See you soon. Yes, see you. And one more time. Listen to this again. Goodbye, John. Bye, Janet. See you soon. Yes, see you. As you see, if you want to say bye-bye to someone, you can say goodbye, 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 see you, see you. So that's how you end your conversation. See you soon, like that. Okay. Now, thank you very much. That was all for the first lesson, and I'll see you inshallah again in a coming lesson with italim.com. That was Shadi Abu Yusuf. Thank you very much. Lesson 2. Where is she from? Where is she from? Where are you from? Countries. We have so many countries. Egypt, the USA, the UK, Saudi Arabia, many countries. Where are you from? I am from Egypt. Where are you from? Now let's read some of the countries, and I want you to listen carefully and try to repeat. Let's do that. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the UK, the USA, Australia, South Africa, Mexico. Now one more time. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the UK, the USA, Australia, South Africa, Mexico. Now let's come to another question. How do we pronounce country names? We have something in English that we call stress. What is stress? Stress is to press on a letter more than others. Stress is to press on a letter more than others. And that changes the pronunciation of the word. Like how. Let's have an example. Let's look at this. Italy. This is how we say it. Italy. But we don't say Italy. We don't say Italy, we say Italy. The stress is on the first letter. Now look at the second country. Russia. Russia. We don't say Russia. It is not Russia. It is Russia. Because the stress is on the first letter. Now let's come to the third country. It is Japan. Japan. It is not Japan. It is Japan. Why? Because the stress is on the P. It is Japan. It is on the pan. Now let's come to the fourth country. It is not Brazil. No, no, no. It's not Brazil. It is Brazil. Brazil. Because the stress is on the zil. The question is, how do we know stress? This is very difficult. How do we know it? Number one, we can go back to the dictionary and know where the stress is. But mainly, we acquire stress through everyday conversation, through watching movies, mainly through practice and experience. You know where stress in English is located. Okay? So it's not going to be that difficult. It comes with experience and much contact with English. Now, let's move to this exercise here. And in this exercise you need to listen carefully, because you're going to write down the names of the countries in the conversation. Again, listen carefully, write down the names of the countries. Where are you from, Sam? I am from the UK. And you, Walid? I am from Saudi Arabia. Listen one more time. Where are you from, Sam? I am from the UK. And you, Walid? I am from Saudi Arabia. Now, the answer for this exercise is Sam is from the UK and Walid is from Saudi Arabia. Not that difficult. Now, let's come to something else. Now we're coming to a fantastic exercise here. As you see, we have 4 different pictures for 4 famous people. Picture number 1, on picture number 2, on picture number 3, on picture number 4. Now, what's his name? His name is Michael Jackson. Where is he from? He's from the USA. What's her name? Her name is Kulthum. Where's she from? She's from Egypt. Now, what's his name? His name is Maradona. Where is he from? He's from Argentina. What's her name? Her name is Catherine Tate. Where's she from? She's from the UK. So, What's his name? Where's he from? These are normal questions that we ask in everyday life. What's his name? What's her name? Where's he from? Where's she from? Okay? Now, let's move to an exercise on that part and let's do that together. Focus. As you see, we have an amazing exercise here, which is about fill in the gaps with he or his. As you see, we have 4 sentences and we're going to give you some time so you can pause the video and answer the questions. Now, let's answer question number 1. So, number 1, what's his name? What's his name? His name is Adrian. Where is he from? He's from Russia. Now, let's move to exercise number 2. And again, you can pause the video. Fill in the gaps with she or her. Now, let's answer the questions. Number 1. What's her name? Her name is Nazal. Where's she from? Where's she from? She's from Turkey. Now, I want you to listen carefully and repeat after me. What's his name? His name is Adrian. Where's he from? Where's he from? Where's he from? Where's he from? He's from Russia. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Her name is Nazal. Where's she from? She's from Turkey. Where's she from? She's from Turkey. We're going to move to an interesting game, and as you see, you will have like 4 pictures of famous people and 4 names of countries. Your job is to match which person is from which country. Let's do this together. Barack Obama, Ahmed Zuhail, Daniel Craig, Nelson Mandela. And we have 4 countries: the UK, South Africa, Egypt, the USA. And we'll give you some time. You can pause the video and then we answer together. Now, let's answer the question. Where is Barack Obama from? He's from the USA. Where is Ahmed Zuhail from? He's from Egypt. Where's Daniel Craig from? He's from the UK. And where's Nelson Mandela from? He's from South Africa. Thank you very much for watching. That was Shadi Abu Yusuf, and see you in another lesson. Bye-bye for now. Lesson 4, people and things. So, we're going to start this lesson by very simple exercises. Exercise number 1 is related to people. And exercise number 2 is related to things. So let's start with people first. Let's have a look at this. I want you to repeat after me. We have, as you see, 5 words I want you to listen carefully and repeat. A baby, a boy, a girl, a man, a woman, a baby, a boy, a girl, a man, a woman. Now, as you see, we've got 5 different pictures showing 5 different people. Your job is to match the word to the picture. You can pause, take your time, and answer the question. Now let's answer together. Now, picture number A is for a baby. And picture number B is for a man. And picture number C is for a woman. Picture number D is for a boy. And picture number E is for a girl. So a baby, a man, a woman, a boy, and a girl. Now we're going to move to the second exercise, which is related to things. And we will be doing the same thing. We will look at the pictures and we will match the picture to the correct word. But first, let's repeat together. Let's do this. A diary, a chair, a table, a computer, a camera, a watch, a sandwich. Let's do it one more time. A diary, a chair, a table, a computer, a camera, a watch, a sandwich. Now, you see the picture, take your time and answer the question. You can pause the screen. Now let's answer. Now, number 1 is a computer. Number 2 is a camera. Number 3 is a table. Number 4 is a watch. Number 5 is a chair. Number 6 is a sandwich. And number 7 is a diary. Now, let's move together to another amazing exercise here. Now we are going to look at a desk. Everyone has a desk at home. We're going to look at a desk, a very crowded one. What I want you to do is look carefully at the picture, and then you will try to take the picture away and then try to remember what you saw in the picture and write it down on a piece of paper. Now let's move to the picture and have a look. As you see, here's a picture of a desk. Take your time, look carefully, and then take the picture away and start writing from your memory. You can pause the video. Now, let's see what we have. As we see, got a chair, a black one. Okay, have a chair, and we've got a desktop computer, got a desk lamp, we've got a dictionary, we've got a notebook, books, and we have some pens. Fantastic. Now let's talk about something related to people and things again. which is what we call in English singular or plural. What is singular? One thing. Singular is one thing. Plural, more than one. So two, plural. Three, plural. One, singular. The question is, how can we form plural nouns in English language? What do we do? Let's have a look at this. So, for example, simply we form plural nouns by adding an S. Look at the examples. A chair, chairs. A table, tables. A thing, things. A boy, boys. Nice. But it is not always like that, because sometimes we add es in order to form the plural nouns. For example, a watch, watches. A sandwich, sandwiches. Now, not only that, sometimes when the word ends with a Y letter, we turn that Y into IES, as you see in the two examples here. A diary, diaries. The Y became IES. A baby, babies, again, IES. But some plural nouns in English do not follow any rules. They are strange, like a man, men. A woman, women. A person, people. Now, the question is, then why do we say boy, boys, but when we say diary, we say diaries and we change Y into IES? Let me repeat the question one more time. When I say boy, if I want to make it plural, I say boys, nothing has changed. I only added S. If I say diary, I changed a lot. Y has become IES. Now both words end with Y. Why the first one, okay, with no change, and why the second one, in the second one we change Y into IES. Now, look at the letter that comes before the word. For example, boy. What comes before the Y letter? It is O. O is a vowel letter. What are vowel letters? We've got 5. A, I, E, O, U. When you have a vowel letter before Y, there is no need to change. Leave it as it is. But if you have a consonant letter, like in diary, because what is before Y in diary? It is the letter R. And because we have the letter R, we change Y into IES. So, when we say day, what is before the Y letter? It is a vowel letter. And you leave it, no change. So, days. But when we talk about a word, okay, that has a consonant letter before the Y, then we change the Y into IES. Now, so what about ES? When do we add ES? Let me show you an example here. Now, we add ES to words that end with these letters. Words that end with S, like dress, dresses. Words that end in SH. Words that end in X. Words that end in Z. Like when you say bus, that ends with S. Buses, class, classes. like that. So when we find words ending with these letters, instead of adding S, we add ES. Now, so after talking about plural and singular, now it is time for a very simple exercise. Guess what? You're going to turn these words into plural forms. Let's have a look. So, we have these words here: a girl, a camera, a country, a watch, a man, a computer, a woman, an apple, a dictionary, a person. Now you can pause the video and turn these words into the plural form. Enjoy your time. Now let's answer together. A camera. A cameras, we just add S. A girl. Girls, only S. A country. Now look at this. You've got the Y letter. What is before it? It is a consonant. Then Y becomes I-E-S. A watch. That is another trick. CH. So we add ES. So it is watches. A man. Oh, that's a special case. Men. A computer. Computers, only S. A woman. Women. That's a special case. An apple. Apples, only S. A dictionary. Dictionaries. Y into I-E-S. A person. Persons. Now, let's come to the pronunciation part. What is pronunciation? It is how you say the words. It is very important that you pronounce English correctly. And in this level, we will touch on English sounds one by one. So we'll try that we teach. So let's come to pronunciation. And what we mean by pronunciation, we mean by pronunciation how we say the words. So what we're going to do is that we're going to teach you today two important English sounds. Now, we're going to play a very strange game. And in this game, I'll show you my lips and you try to produce the sound. Like, look at me carefully. What sound is this? Think about it. Look again at my lips and try to form the sound in your mind. Try to open your mouth in the same way and imagine what sound might come. It is ah. Again, it is the sound ah. One more time, it is the sound ah. You feel like someone gave you a punch of fives right in your stomach, then you say ah. That is the sound here. And what is half of this sound? Ah. Now let's play again. So it is ah, 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 ah. Now let's do this. You're going to hold your finger, okay, and with the tip of your finger, you try to touch your tongue, as long as your finger is clean, of course. So you're going to put the tip of your finger here and try to touch your tongue. Touch your tongue. Look, okay, like that. Ah, ah, fantastic. Ah. Now, I want you to try to do the same, but this time say half of the sound. Look at this. Ah. What happened to your tongue? Let's try it again. Try to touch your tongue. Ah. Where does your tongue go? It goes back, because when we produce this half of the sound, the tongue goes back. So it is ah, ah. Where do we see these two sounds in English? Let's have a look. So Now, as you see, the first sound, this is the symbol ah. And this is the second sound, ah. Now repeat after me. Cart, cut. Ah, ah. Heart, hut. Bark, buck. Dark, duck. Ah, ah. Like that. Now one more time. Want you to repeat. Cart, cut. Heart, hut. Bark, buck. Dark, duck. Now, let's move to a matching exercise. Now, we're going to give you some words. Your job is to tell me which word is going to be pronounced with which sound. Is it ah or ah? Okay, your job. Let's do this. Take your time, look at the words, and you can pause the video. Now, with a little help from me, I am going to pronounce the words and you are going to decide on a sound. Farm, but, up, ask, run, hard, fun, arm, come, last, cut. Now let me answer this for you. Farm, ah, but, up, ask, ah, run, hard, ah, fun, arm, ah, come, last, ah, cut, Well, I guess we came to the end of this class. Thank you very much for watching. That was Shadi Abu Yusuf. See you next time. Bye-bye for now. Welcome to Lesson 5, Nationalities. This is what we are talking about in this lesson, nationalities. And before we talk about nationalities and how you talk about your country and where you come from, let's go back to some countries and check together our spelling. Okay? Let's do this exercise. As you see, we've got some countries here, but the vowel letters are missing. Again, one more time, what are the vowel letters? A, E, I, O, U. Okay. Now, as you see, you've got 12 countries to complete. Now, take your time. You can pause the video and then we're going to check together. Now let's check. As you see, we have 12 countries here. Let me read them first and you can listen carefully and then we're going to talk about the missing vowels. Italy, Brazil, Russia, the USA, Germany, Egypt, Australia, Mexico, Turkey, the UK, Spain, China. Now let's answer. Italy, I. Brazil, A, I. Russia, U, I, A. The USA, U, A. Germany, E, A. Egypt, E. Australia, A, U, A, I, A. Mexico, E, I-O. Turkey, U-E. The UK, U. Spain, A-I. China, I-A. Now, fantastic. So, that was a kind of quick revision on the spelling of countries. Now let's come to nationalities. And we need to do some stuff together. So let's see this. Now, as you see, we've got some nationalities here written on the screen. Now, what I want you to do first is listen carefully and repeat. German, Mexican, Italian, Russian, American, Spanish, Egyptian, Brazilian, British, Turkish, Chinese, Australian. Now one more time. Let's say that together one more time. German, Mexican, Italian, Russian, American, Spanish, Egyptian, Brazilian, British, Turkish, Chinese, Australian. Now, these were some of the nationalities we have in English language. Now, the question is, how can I talk about my nationality? Like me, Shadi, I am Egyptian. I am Egyptian. Now, let's go and do this exercise together and see how we are supposed to use verb to be in making simple sentences about nationalities. As you see, we've got 5 sentences here on the screen, and we are supposed to use am, are, or is. So you can pause the video now, start answering these questions, and we'll check later. Now let's check. I am Egyptian. You are British. She is Australian. He is Lebanese. It is German. One more time, but now let's say it faster, more natural. And I want you to repeat after me. I'm Egyptian. You're British. She's Australian. He's Lebanese. It's German. One more time, repeat after me. I'm Egyptian. You're British. She's Australian. He's Lebanese. It's German. Fantastic. Now, so that was an exercise about the usage of am, is, are when it comes to nationalities and talking about your nationality. Let's move to some more exercises focusing on that. Let's go to that one. As you see, we've got some sentences with gaps here. What I want you to do is to use am or is in these sentences. You've got 6 sentences on the screen. Now you can pause the video, answer the sentences. Take your time. Now, let's check the sentences. She is from Cairo and she's a doctor. She is from Cairo and she's a doctor. I am from Paris and I'm a teacher. I am from Paris and I'm a teacher. It isn't a pen. It's a pencil. It isn't a pen. It's a pencil. He isn't Romanian. He's from Russia. He isn't Romanian. He's from Russia. She isn't from Scotland. She's from Ireland. She isn't from Scotland. She is from Ireland. I'm not Libyan. I am from Damietta, Egypt. I'm not Libyan. I am from Damietta, Egypt. Now, interesting. So, these were some sentences about nationalities. Now, let's play a fantastic game that's somehow related to nationalities. True or false? Let's check these sentences. If the sentence is true, then tick it. And if it is false, just cross it. Let's do this. Now, as you see, we have 6 sentences here. Cairo is the capital of Egypt. Amr Diab is Algerian. Mercedes is a British company. Manchester is in Australia. Jim Carrey is an American actor. Abu Traika is an Egyptian basketballer. Which sentence is true? Which is false? Take your time, and we're going to check. You can pause the video now. Now let's check together. Now, Cairo is the capital of Egypt. Of course, that is true. Amr Diab is Algerian. No, 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 he's not. Amr Diab is not Algerian. He's Egyptian. Mercedes is a British company. No, no, no. Mercedes is a German company. Manchester is in Australia. Of course not. Manchester is in Britain. Jim Carrey is an American actor. Well, that is true. Abu Traika is an Egyptian basketballer. No, Abu Traika is an Egyptian footballer. Now, that's interesting. Now let's come here to a final question. And this time, this question is about famous people and where they're from. Let's see that amazing exercise here. As you see on the screen, we've got 4 famous personalities, 4 famous characters. We've got Cheb Khalid, Mohammed Munir, Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan. So we have Cheb Khalid, Mohammed Munir, Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan. Now, the question is, write sentences about these famous people's nationalities. Write sentences about these people, okay, concerning the nationalities. Take your time, we'll check later. Now, let's see. Cheb Khalid. We can write a sentence like, Cheb Khalid is Algerian. Or we can say, Cheb Khalid is an Algerian singer. Or we can say, Cheb Khalid is from Algeria. Mohammed Munir. We can say, Mohammed Munir is an Egyptian singer. Mohammed Munir is Egyptian. Mohammed Munir is from Egypt. Oprah Winfrey, we can say Oprah Winfrey is an American presenter. Oprah Winfrey is American. Oprah Winfrey is from America or the USA. Michael Jordan, we can say something like, Michael Jordan is an American basketballer, or Michael Jordan is American, or Michael Jordan is from the USA.
Okay, starting lesson 6. نبدأ lesson 6. Lesson 6 هنtalk about directions. What does that mean? يعني وانت واقف في الشارع and you're lost, or someone is lost, حد تاني, and you want to ask about direction, أو he wants to ask about directions. we're gonna talk about asking for directions or giving directions. طيب أنا واقف في الشارع و I don't know where am I و I want to ask about directions. What would I say? I'd say, for example, how do I get to whatever بقى. How do I get to the school? How do I get to the university? How do I get to a street, a specific street? For example, Muhyiddin Street. Okay, and then someone will give me directions. Type, you were asked, someone asked you, how do I get to a place? And you want to give directions. So the first thing to give about directions is our حاجة, how to go in the same direction. So you would tell someone go straight ahead, which means go in the same directions or go in a straight line. I can tell them go in a straight line. Okay, I want to tell them go straight ahead and then turn right. So turn right, turn left, turn left. Okay, so go straight ahead, go in the same direction, turn right, turn left. Okay, go to the end of the street, the end of the street, or same as the end of the street is go down the street. Okay, so when I tell you go down the street, means go to the end of the street, آخر شارع, go down the street. Okay, so someone asked me, I want to tell him go in the same direction, go turn left, turn right, go to the end, or go down the street. Okay. So obviously, if that's a street, well, that's streets, side streets, I'm here. I want to go here. So, how would I would say go straight ahead or go in the same direction and then turn right. Which right? I'll turn right in the first right. I would turn into second right or turn into the second right. And then where will I find my location or my directions or my goal اللي أنا رايحه هلاقيه فين on my left ولا on my right on my right. Okay, so on your left or on your right. Okay, so we went straight ahead, we turned left, first left, or turned second left, we've turned right, first right, or the second right, we went down the street and we found it on our left, we found it on our right, it's the same. Okay. Type, I need to go to school. How do you go to school? You can go by bus, you can go by car, you can go by subway. What's the subway or the underground? Is the metro. Subway or the underground is the metro. Okay. I go driving. So I go driving, drive my own car, or I can say I go on foot, مشى like الشغل, or walking. Okay, so now I talked about asking for directions, giving directions, transportation, how do you go to work, to school, to bus, to work, to school, to a place, anywhere, by bus, by car, by subway, by underground, driving, on foot, or walking. Okay. I will talk now about prepositions. Prepositions, what's preposition? Now that's a box. I have a ball. Now the ball is under the box. I have a ball here. Now the ball is on, or actually the ball is going to be here. So the ball is on the box. It's going to be here. So it's going to be next to or beside the box. If the ball is here, it's behind the box. If the ball is here, it's in the box. That's prepositions. Okay, so under, on, behind, next to or beside, and in. Okay, so the ball is in the box, or on the box, or under the box, or next to or beside the box, or behind the box. Since we talked before about transportation and we talked about directions, ازاي أدي directions or اخد directions. So the thing is I want to talk about is should. The word should or shouldn't means that you need to do something. مفروض تعمل كذا. You should do something. When would I use it? I use it to give advice. يعني advice. Say now you're lost in the street. So you ask someone. ما حد بتسأله بيديك advice. بينصحك لك امشي على طول, go straight ahead and then turn right. So that's an advice. So he will tell you, well, to go there to your destination, you should go straight ahead, you should turn right, or you should turn left. For example, if you are sick and you need advice, so the doctor will tell you, well, you are sick, you should rest in bed. Why did he tell you you should? Because you need to do that عشان تبقى كويس. You're sick, you're supposed to be better, or you want to be better, so you should rest in bed. Or you shouldn't, which is the negative, go out. Well, so you should rest in bed and you shouldn't go out. So I'll use should whenever I want to give advice. Okay? Advice can be a general advice, can be giving a direction, can be a lot of things. For example, you should take bus number 47 to go to downtown. So I want to go to downtown. What would I do? I should take bus number 47. So to be able to go to downtown, I have to take bus number 47. So I should take bus number 47. Okay. Okay. So that should, we said we use should for advice. So we talked about directions. We talked about giving and taking directions, or I'm sorry, giving and asking about directions. We talked about transportation. We talked about advice, giving direction, advice, and advice in general. And we talked about preposition. That was lesson 6. Lesson 7. In this lesson, we're talking about the family. We're talking about the family tree. Our main character today is Hiba. Okay, Hiba is a girl that met a guy. His name is Hussein. And they got married. Now Hiba is Hussein's wife, and Hussein is her husband. Okay, Hiba's mother and father, Muhammad and Ru'ayya, those are Hiba's mother and father. So for Hiba, they are her parents. Okay, Now, Hussein got married to Hiba, and Hussein is Hiba's husband, and Hiba is Hussein's wife. Hussein, Ru'ayya and Muhammad, Ru'ayya and Muhammad are Hussein's what? Ru'ayya is Hussein's mother-in-law, and Muhammad is Hussein's father-in-law. So both of them are his parents-in-law. Okay. So Ru'ayya is Hussein's mother-in-law, Muhammad is Hussein's mother-in-law. That's because Hussein is Hiba's husband. Okay. Hiba and Ola are sisters. So Muhammad and Ru'ayya are the parents of Hiba and Ola. Ola to Hussein. So if I am Hussein, then Ola is my sister-in-law. Okay. Now, this is Noha. Noha is Muhammad's sister, and Muhammad is Hiba's father. So Noha is Hiba's aunt. Okay. Noha, which is her aunt, has two children. She has Ali and Alia. Ali to Hiba is her cousin, and Alia to Hiba is as well her cousin. Okay, so Alia and Ali are Hiba's cousin, and vice versa. Hiba is Alia and Ali's cousin. Okay. Now, who's those? Since Hiba and Hussein got married, they had two children. They had Nadia and Nader. So Nadia and Nader are Hiba and Hussein's children. And Muhammad and Ru'ayya are their grandparents. So their grandfather and grandmother. Okay, and Muhammad and Ru'ayya, if I am Muhammad or Ru'ayya, then Nadia and Nader are my grandchildren. So that means that Nadia is my granddaughter, and Nader is my grandson. Okay, so that's Hiba's family. If we're going to say Hussein now died in an accident, so Hiba is a what? Hiba becomes a widow. Okay, now Hussein is living and Hiba died in an accident, so Hussein becomes a widower. So that's Hiba's family. Hussein is Hiba's husband. For Hussein, Muhammad and Ru'ayya are his parents-in-law, his mother-in-law and his father-in-law. For Hiba, those are her parents. For Hiba, Noha is her aunt. Her children are Hiba's cousins. Ola is her sister. For Hussein, she's his sister-in-law. Nadia and Nader are their children, and for Muhammad and Ru'ayya are their grandchildren. And for Ola, if I am Ola, okay, if you're Ola, then Nadia and Nader are your what? Are your niece and nephew. Nader is your niece and Nadia is your nephew. Next, we're talking about the body parts. Okay, first thing we're going to talk about, for example, if you have someone like this, then that's his head, that's his neck, that's his shoulders, that's his fingers, and that's his arm, that's his elbow, That's his waist. That's his chest. And that's his leg. And that is his foot. Okay, so if I'm gonna go back, that's gonna be his back. Okay, so we have his, first of all, head. We have his hair on his head. We have under his head his neck, under his neck his shoulders, and then comes his arms where he has his elbow and fingers, and then comes his waist and chest, and then comes his leg and foot.
Lesson 9, good and bad. So, we're talking about adjectives. Very important. So, let's start with an exercise about adjectives. Let's have a look at the screen. As you see, you've got some adjectives here, and we need to match the adjective to the pictures. So, before we do this, I want you to repeat after me. Good, bad, hot, cold, big, small, new, old, expensive, cheap, beautiful, ugly, friendly, unfriendly, nice. Take your time, match these adjectives to the pictures. You can pause the video. Now let's check. So picture number 1, friendly, unfriendly. Picture number 2, ugly, beautiful. Picture number 3, good, bad. Picture number 4, hot, cold. Picture number 5, expensive, cheap. Picture number 6, new, old. Picture number 7, big, small. Picture number 8, nice. Now, amazing. Now, so we're talking about adjectives. And these were some of the adjectives we have in English language. But what is the rule for using adjectives? Now, let's have a look at this very simple rule for using adjective. Let's go together. Adjectives go after verb to be. For example, your car is great. Great is an adjective and it comes after verb to be, is. Adjectives go before nouns. So I say, it's a great car. Car is a noun, great is an adjective. Adjectives are not plural with plural nouns. For example, they are good cars. So cars, plural noun, good is an adjective. Now we need to learn how to make complete sentences using adjectives. And this is why we're going to have a look at this exercise. Let's do it. Make sentences with these words. Take your time, read carefully, you can pause the video. Now let's do it. Number 1, she's a very nice lady. She's a very nice lady. Number 2, it's a very expensive car. It's a very expensive car. Number 3, my cats are very lovely. My cats are very lovely. So, now we're still talking about adjectives. And now I want you to have a look at this email. We're going to read an email and then we're going to answer some questions. Let's do this. Read the email and answer questions. And the question is, where are Susan and Brad? Where are they? Susan and Brad. Take your time, read carefully and answer the question. You can pause the video. Now let's check the answers. Now, about Susan and Brad, where are they? They are in London. So Susan and Brad are in London. Fantastic. As you see on the screen now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentences. I want you to tick the true sentences. Okay? Now let's do that. Read the email one more time and tick the true sentences. Take your time. We'll check later. Now let's check. London is a beautiful city. True. The people are unfriendly. False. It's very hot in London. False. The restaurants are good. True. Susan and Brad are in a new hotel. False. The hotel rooms are nice. True. The rooms are very big. False. Okay. That was an amazing exercise. Now, let's move to another exercise where we're going to read sentences and complete. Now, it is actually here about grammar. It's about verb to be, positive and negative. Now, we have 6 sentences, 3 positive, 3 negative. Now, read carefully, answer the questions, and then we will check. Now let's check. We in an old hotel. We are in an old hotel. You from France. You are from France. They very small. They are very small. So we're in an old hotel. You're from France. They're very small. Nice. Negative. We in the hotel now. We're not in the hotel now. We aren't in the hotel now. You from Australia. You aren't from Australia. You are not from Australia. They cheap. They are not cheap. They're not cheap. Okay. Now this is interesting. So verb to be in the plural form, which is are. Nice. Now look at this. We're going now to move to another email. So we will read another email and we have some other questions. Now we're going to read the email and we're going to choose the correct words. This is basically about grammar. Take your time, answer, and then we'll check. Now let's check. Hi Susan and Brad. Thanks for your email. George and I are not in Paris now. We are in Los Angeles. It is a lovely city. The people are very nice and the restaurants aren't very expensive. We are in a small hotel near the University of California. The rooms are big, but the hotel is expensive. It isn't very cold here. Love, Sally and George. Nice. Now, we're going to read this email one more time, but this time we're going to answer some more questions. Let's do it. I want you to read one more time and then choose the correct answers. Where are Sally and George? Paris or Los Angeles? Are they in a big hotel? Yes, they are, or no, they aren't. Is the hotel cheap? Yes, it is, or no, it isn't. Take your time, we'll check later. Let's check. Where are Sally and George? Los Angeles. Are they in a big hotel? Let's check that. Are they in a big hotel? No, they are. No, they aren't. They are in a small hotel. Is the hotel cheap? Is it? No, it is not. It is expensive. Now, that is fantastic. Now, so verb to be in the plural form are, in the negative form are not, aren't, are positive, aren't negative. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Okay, that was Shadi Abu Yusuf, Ta'alim.com. Thank you very much. Waiting for you next time. Bye bye for now.